Hey, Democrat politicians and leaders, I have a really big favor to ask of you guys. I would appreciate it if you would stop using race for every issue that's going on. It's like it's either race or it's Trump. And it's getting very annoying because it's like people have different reasons for feeling things. And if your only basis of speaking out to say anything whatsoever is Donald Trump, let's block this from Donald Trump, or, you know, people are thinking this way, or people are doing this because they're racist and they're backwoods. It's like, come on. People aren't going to like you and some of your ideas just for the fact that, like, they're bad ideas. You have bad ideas sometimes, and it happens. But you're turning people away because of your stupid like race thing and your Donald Trump, and we have to go against him, we have to fight him every step of the way. And it's like, what? you know to think that like people, if they like Trump, that there's something wrong with him, and to try to bully people, especially like women, and they're like, oh, white women, because I watched a segment where a white woman was saying that white women who had voted for Trump or didn't vote for Hillary and didn't vote a certain way, that whether or not they want to admit it, they're racist, and they're racist for voting for for not voting for the woman, and these certain political views. And it's like, you're an idiot. Can I say that? You're an idiot. It's so stupid. It's like, no, people have other reasons for not wanting to pick someone. You couldn't you could put Hillary Clinton next to the devil, or I don't know, anyone, and I wouldn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I don't like her. I didn't like her policies. I didn't like a bunch of things, and I didn't like the fact that she thought she could cheat her way into the election. That's why I didn't vote for her. I did not vote for Trump, but I have to tell you, like, the way I see the media coming after him, and the way I see the media coming after other Americans who did vote for him, and like how they're attacking them and they're trying to make them evil and like really bad for the fact that like they didn't like Hillary. And I feel like they're trying to bully people into not thinking a certain way and not having certain views. And people might not speak out against you because they're too scared. But I don't think people are as stupid as you want them to be. And I don't think that people are as, some people might be scared of things and whatever, but it's, and people, might not be really, really well informed because they hate politics, because they hate these stupid games that you stupid politicians are playing. I'm sorry to say that, but like, it's frustrating. And it's frustrating that the issues that I have, even with the Republicans, I have to listen. I listen to like more like Ben Shapiro than Michael Knowles, and I can't think of the other guy's name. Andrew Klavan. I like them. I have a hard time with Michael Knowles because I feel like he's very stuffy and arrogant. But my biggest issue with those other two guys, aside from Ben Shapiro, is that I feel like they're telling you how to think rather than giving you the facts. Like, Ben Shapiro will talk about what bothers him about it, which I get, like, he's sharing his opinion, but I feel like the other two are kind of like trying to be like, yeah, and you're not supposed to like them because they did this, and it's like, it's too much of pushing an agenda, and it's hard for me to take you serious at all when you're, kind of telling people how to think. And I just feel like, yeah, maybe most people are that naive, you're not naive, but like just willing to believe anything that you're telling them, and being like, yes, I hate this other thing so much that I'm just gonna, anything you say, I'm gonna follow you. I guess you're wanting a lot of followers. But I think, feel like on both sides, it's a very dangerous path that you're leading people down when you're telling them that if they didn't agree with this, then they're bad. And I was watching Fox and Friends today, a clip of Fox and Friends. No, actually, I don't think it was Fox and Friends. It was Fox something. I don't even know the guy's name who was interviewing the president, but he was interviewing the president, and he kept like trying to like berate him, like just talking about certain things, and the president would try to like defend himself. And he's like, "Oh no, no, no! But you have to say this one word, right? Like you have to say this, and whatever." And the president would be like, "Hey, well, hold on, let's just back it up here." And he'd be like, "No, no, 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 my issue with that." And he'd be like, "But Barack went for Veterans Day to the the graves or whatever, and why didn't you do that?" And my response, because I do have like a snotty whatever disposition in general, if someone's trying to tell me how to think and what to do, that's when I become snotty, whatever. But my response for that, I think his name was Chris Wallace. For Chris Wallace would have been, "Excuse me, there are a few things we need to discuss here. First of all, had I," he said, "Yeah, I should have went and I should have did. You're right, whatever." And he tried to defend himself, and as he's defending himself, Chris Wallace kept cutting him off. "Well, wait a minute, no, 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 but what about this and what about that? And you could have, like, right as soon as you got home, you could have done this." And here's the thing. Yes, I could have gone to the memorial service or to the the graves or whatever, and made the appearance and did the things that made me look good, or I could actually be doing other real work and things that actually are going to make the country better instead. Like, I'm sorry that I didn't get to go, but I was really busy trying to deal with a bunch of other really important things. And I like that he said, in hindsight, I should have, whatever. But I feel like when he's saying, "Oh, but Barack did this and Barack did that, and how dare you?" Hi, my name is Donald Trump. I am not Barack Obama. Do I look like him to you? No. Am I even the same party? No, I'm not. Yes, I'm the president. But is it mandated in here that we need to do this? Can I not pay my respects on my own terms? Why do you have to tell me how I have to do things? And why is it that no matter what I do, you're going to have an issue with it anyway? So why am I trying to please you? Because if I actually did do that stuff, then they'd be like, "Oh, look at how Trump is trying to get his fan base, to get people to like him or whatever. Look at how he's trying. Oh, how ridiculous of him." It's like, I keep saying this, but it's like he can't win. No matter what he does, people are going to make an issue. So it's just like, I appreciate that he keeps going on these interviews, but I feel like the people are such jerks, and even like our own person that just got nominated. I hate that everything's made into a race, and it's like, "Oh, people of your race." And I see stories about, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, but this is just really frustrating because it's all about race. But anyway, people were like, "Oh yes, blacks and Latinos, and we have to work for this, and we have to do that, and blacks," and like, it makes me cringe, because here's the thing. There are poor white people, okay? There are poor, you name the race. There are poor people of various races. And, to only be like, we only care about the blacks, or, we and I'm sorry, I'm not going to say African American because I grew up in a black neighborhood, and it's just like, to me, even saying African American, that seems racist to me. I don't know what it is, but like, to have to keep identifying people by their race and saying, "Hey, and if you don't think like this and you're not doing this as well, then you're the racist," then why in the heck are you the one that keeps bringing up race? Like, how about we help poor people? If poor people need help, let's help poor people regardless of their race. Poor people are poor. They need help. It doesn't have to be a black or Latino thing. It's a freaking poor thing, and poor people exist of all nationalities. That's what we need to focus on. How about we focus on helping Americans? It's like, get a freaking grip. And Democrats, I swear, just stop making it about race. Stop making everything about race, and stop coming at white people, okay? As a mixed race person, I'm asking you, stop coming at white people. Stop telling them that they're racist and they're this and that, and if they don't do whatever you're bidding and this, to vote your way. No, people should be allowed to vote for who they want to, and it shouldn't be about race, and it shouldn't be about any of the other stupid nonsense that you're trying to put on them. If someone votes for Trump, find out why they want to vote for Trump. Find out, instead of saying, "Oh, you're a bigot, and you're sexist and whatever." You're gonna make people identify with those things if you continue to push them into that category. You're doing it. You're causing this. As someone who used to be a liberal and who voted Democrat and registered Democrat in the primaries, in the last election, the presidential election, you guys are making me like freaking cringe. Like, why do you keep turning on your own people? Why are you turning on Americans to like play identity politics? Oh, we have to get these people from the border over. And it's like, how about you make that much of a push to like unite your own country and to like find out what's wrong instead of attacking other people for being different? It's so annoying. It's like, get it, really get it together, people, because the way that you guys are doing things, yeah, you're inflaming stuff. And I have to say that, like, you're making people who normally wouldn't make an issue about stuff feel compelled to speak out, because I don't like that you're trying to use bullying tactics to tell people to do what you want them to do, to think a certain way, to vote a certain way. And all I was going to say is, like, we got a new congressperson, Deb Haaland. She seems like a really great person, I can tell that she really cares and stuff. And every interview, it's like, oh, you're the first Native American, whatever, and how do you feel, and what are you going to do, and what do you think, and it's like, why can't you just be the first, just to be someone? And it's like, I'm sorry that she has to use that to get coverage, and that's unfortunate, but what bothers me is that I looked at her Twitter the first day just to see kind of like what she has to say, because I'm like, I want my congressperson to be, representative to be, I want them to do well, and I want them to help our state, because our state really needs a lot of help. So I'm like, well, what is she going to say? Her thing is, we have to hold Trump accountable, and we have to make sure that everything's being investigated and that he's doing whatever. And it's like, what? Can you work on things that like actually have to do with our state? Like, we have to hold Trump accountable and whatever. How about you hold all politicians accountable for their, potential bad behavior? Why are you only focusing on Trump, and why is that your mission statement? Like, why was that the tweet that I read? I was like, can you guys get rid of your Trump derangement syndrome? Because it's really like, you're not advancing anything. Really, let's move on from the whole Trump. Anyone who votes for Trump is this. Anyone who votes for Trump is whatever. And the racist, identity politics. Like, let's stop putting people in boxes, okay? Because I think people are more complex, and just because they vote for someone, does it, like, you're trying to like say, clearly you're not capable of independent thought and, actually logic. So we're just going to go and tell you this is this, and if you don't think this, then, you're bad, or they're that, and all those bad people over there. But here's the thing, people are catching on, and if they don't, they will soon, because you're going with superficial, trendy things that wear out. It's like, oh, this is the new in for the season. This is gonna backfire so bad, and people are gonna be so sick of those like buzzwords and things, tactics or whatever, that they're just gonna, honestly, like, as the time goes on, I'm becoming a bigger and bigger Trump supporter. As someone who, once again, did not vote for him, I am a huge supporter of Trump because of everything that I see. The stupid media manipulation. It's like, oh, it's Trump, 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 Trump. And there's some new senators that are blocking this Whitaker's, I can't think of his name, the Attorney General, and they're like, oh, it's illegal. And there are 3 senators. The Hawaii lady, oh my gosh, she's in everything stupid. I don't even know. I feel bad for, for that state because of that one woman. And there's a really great progressive, in Hawaii too, but the older lady, can't think of her name. Anyway, 3 people, it's Hawaii, Connecticut, and I think it was Delaware, that are, wanting to say it's illegal or whatever. And it's like, what? Can't you guys do what you're supposed to be? Aren't you there supposed to be helping your people and like things that you could be doing to make, your constituents a better, whatever? And it's like, no, they want to focus on Trump, and they want to focus on every little move that he makes. And what else are they running on? Nothing. Anyway, have a great day. I'm getting a little frustrated with that whole nonsense. Trump, 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 racist, racist, whatever. It's like, move on. Anyway.